Today we celebrate the feast of St. Philip Neri, who may not be a name that you're that familiar with, but he lived in the 1500s and became a priest. And his dream was to become a missionary, to go somewhere, but God told him, no, I want you to be a missionary in Rome. It's the seat of all Christianity. Why would he be a missionary there? Well, he was there shortly after the Reformation, when the churches split and there was need for all kinds of reform, and he brought joy in a time of great pain in the church. He would go to the church and celebrate Mass, and afterwards the young people would gather to him and he'd take them upstairs, and they built a room above the church so that they could go and talk about the Bible and scriptures and whatever it was that was bothering them that day. And they would sing songs, and not just songs in Latin, which was the tradition at the time. They would sing secular songs. How scandalous! And oratio is referred to a group of songs, and they called that place the oratory. And even today at University of Pittsburgh, there's a little chapel that caters largely to the student population, those faithful kids who are in college that still go to church. And they also have masses late at night. I think it's 9 o'clock on Sundays. It's like the last Mass before purgatory. And there are people who have really busy Sundays and they'll say, we got to go to Mass. Let's go to the oratory. And they go, and it's a peace-filled service, and it's just filled with that joy. Not silliness, but just a joy. And that's what the readings tell us to do, to trust in God with all our heart. God not only loves us more than anyone can imagine, but he's also all-powerful. When I was in high school, we used to go to high school dances, and before I could drive, I remember my dad saying, I'll pick you up at 11 o'clock. 5 after 11, 10 after 11, he's not there. Normally, I would get worried that, maybe he forgot about us, but I knew that my dad loved us, and there's no way. He might be 5 minutes late, might be 10 minutes late. If he got traffic or something, he would be there because he loved us. Now, there's always a possibility that there was a fender bender or a car broke down or something happened like that, because he was all loving, but not all powerful. But God is different than that kind of father. He not only is all loving and loves us more than our parents do, he's all powerful. Nothing can stop him. If we have that joy in our heart, it'll inflame the people around us. No one wants to be around somebody who's miserable all the time. But if we have a joy that comes from our faith that no matter what happens, God will work it out. Yes, there'll be times when we break bones. There'll be times when we get scratches on our car. There'll be times when our checkbook is running low. There'll be times when things don't go the way we want. But the big picture is God is in control, and God will make everything work out in the end. And if we have that kind of attitude, then when the little things happen, our favorite picture breaks, the picture frame falls and the glass breaks, or some little thing happens, we spill milk all over the table. We have to clean it up and we're running late for work or Mass. God will work it out, and those little things in the end don't mean anything. What means everything is our love for God, the joy and trust we have in our heart, that joy and trust that's so infectious that it'll draw people unto the church, unto God, and unto the path that leads ultimately to heaven.